Hey there, everybody. Happy Sunday. I am doing a random live on a Sunday to share some manifesting, boosting tips, not tips, just information with you, if you will. So you may ask what all these things I'm sharing have to do with manifesting, and I'll tell you in just a little bit. So depending on whether you jump on live or whether you are catching the replay, say hello either way. Let me know where you're watching from or what you're up to today, anything at all. And I will get going here in just a bit to share my goodness with you. So my name is Patty. I am the manifestation coach, founder here at Blue Moon Manifestations. And basically, I love taking you from creating your vision board to living your vision board, wherever you happen to be along that journey. So I am here today for a little bit of fun, I hope anyway. And you may be watching me again, either live or on the replay on the Blue Moon Manifestations Facebook page, on YouTube, my YouTube channel, or in the Moon Manifesting Rockstars Facebook group. And if you are catching this on the replay, please let me know by typing in #replay and playing along or commenting, participating along as we go. So what I'm jumping on here today is to share actually several national days, like national days that are being observed today, that, you know, how you hear about National So-and-so Day. There are several days of that type being shared or observed today. And this entire month of August is Happiness Happens Month. And if you have noticed in my stories, I'm sharing every day a happiness moment or a happiness happens moment to encourage you to find some happy moments in your day, random moments, which will then get you in the habit of looking for things to be happy about, and subsequently will create the space for you to intentionally do things every day that make you happy. And so today I'm going to be sharing several national days that are being observed. I'm going to tie that into Happiness Happens Month. And I'm going to share with you how these days that I'm sharing with you and ways to acknowledge them or celebrate them can actually boost your manifesting. So there is a tie-in to manifesting with the things that I'm sharing with you today. So, let me make sure I can see the comments from the group, because I am live in a few different places right now. So the first thing turn that down though. There we go. It went up instead of down. All right. So August is Happiness Happens Month. And so we're doing this little challenge activity throughout the month on stories, on Facebook and Instagram, on my stories. So you can jump in, participate anywhere along the way there. Don't feel bad if you haven't done it from the very beginning. We actually started on August 2nd instead of August 1st. So there is no right or wrong time. Just jump on in and participate along. But the days that I'm going to share with you today are August 6th is National Root Beer Float Day. And so who doesn't love a root beer float or some kind of float? Because I'll be honest, when I was a kid, I didn't like the taste of root beer. I don't mind it now, but as a kid, I didn't like root beer floats or, the taste of root beer. So my grandma would always make me Coke floats or, even 7-Up floats. So it was just because I didn't like root beer. So having fun, those types of things remind me or can tie us back to just youthful fun activities we used to enjoy as a kid. And as a kid, for the most part, having fun wasn't something we had to tell ourselves to do. As kids, we most of the time, not all the time and not across the board, depending on circumstances and things that were happening, etc. But we naturally created fun or sought out the fun without having to tell ourselves to do that. So I think these types of things like root beer float day and doing things to celebrate that, like having or making a root beer float for yourself, going to an ice cream shop like my dad and I did a couple weeks ago, really connects you to that fun, that youthful energy, and just doing things because you like doing them, not because there's any agenda, not because you were told to do so, or not because you think it's something that will move you forward, or a check off, checking off a task item on your to-do list. So National Root Beer Float Day. You guys can let me know in the comments if you like root beer, if you like ice cream floats of any kind, and what is your favorite flavor or favorite float if you don't happen to like root beer. And even if you do, if root beer is your favorite, then sweet. And how long has it been since you have had root beer? Or a root beer float. And I'm looking at my little notes for myself. So these days that I'm sharing with you, they are recognized today. But the thing is, even if you're watching this later, like it's after August 6th and you're coming across this some other time, you can do these things at any time. These are available to us anytime, any day. These days that they're recognized are just times to bring them to our attention, to remind us of these things, and maybe help us get back into doing some of the little fun things, or bring awareness to certain things depending on the type of day that it is. So you can celebrate or acknowledge these or do these things at absolutely any time. I already said that Happiness Happens Month is August, and these are, I think, tie in really well with Happiness Happens Month. Feeling good and having fun, being happy and finding that joy is ultimately a huge boost to your manifesting. And I will wrap up at the end by tying it all together with manifesting. So National Root Beer Float Day. Let me know if you like them, if you're going to have one, or even if you don't like them. They're not everybody's taste. Second day that is being observed today is National Sisters Day. And I myself have 3 sisters. I am the oldest. We are from, like a combined family. So my brother and I are we're from my mom and dad had us, and then my dad remarried and had 3 additional girls. And so we have 3 sisters, and they are so much fun. My youngest sister got married a little over a year ago. And so it's funny to see the differences, because there's quite a stretch in age. I am 20 years older than my youngest sister. So it's quite a different dynamic than having grown up like in the same age range and in the same household. But I love all 3 of my sisters. They're all different than me. They're all amazing. And so if you have sisters, let me know in the comments. Say, yes, I have sisters, or how many sisters you have. And if you don't have biological sisters, let me know if you have friends that you consider sisters, or who your sisterhood, your sister girl gang, your sisterhood girl gang is, if you are part of one. Because we have family that we belong to. We also have family that we can choose, our chosen family, if you will, right? So who are your biological sisters or your chosen sisters? And sisters ultimately, I think, are a fun thing, a happy thing, right? So Happiness Happens Month, National Sisters Day is included in this month. The next day, tied very closely to that, is National Friendship Day. So getting together with your friends. And in this day and age, it might not be so easy to get together with friends, but reminding us to connect, to touch base with friends. It could be by text, scheduling a FaceTime or a random FaceTime, or getting on Zoom, especially if you don't live geographically close to each other. With technology and communities and courses and everything online, we can have friends that are around the world and never have met them in person, but they are just as solid and valid of friendships as those that we would have maybe made in person. So reach out, connect with a friend, maybe tag one here in the comments today, and let them know you're thinking about them. Say, hey, it's National Friendship Day or National Friendship Day, and I'm thinking about you. I'm glad you're my friend, because that boosts their spirits and yours as well, because you took the time to do so. Hello, Eva. So that is the third. We've got National Root Beer Float Day, National Sisters Day, and National Friendship Day. The next two are, did I get all of them? There were 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm missing one. What am I missing? I just looked at my notes. Maybe. Oh, I think I know which one I have missing. See, all these things. I haven't done like a live that is not a podcast in quite a while. So, interesting. I don't know which one it is. I will get back to it though. So let me get back to where I was. There we go. I'll figure it out like I always do. So, National Friendship Day. This is a fun one. National Wiggle Your Toes Day. And this is great for summertime. You can walk around barefoot out in the, getting your feet on the earth, in the sand, on the grass, in the dirt, or even dipping your toes in water, whether that be a little small kiddie pool that you sit and dip your toes in, your bathtub at home, getting a pedicure, any way that you can dip your feet in some water is also a great way to wiggle your toes and have some fun. Again, it connects us to that fun childhood type of energy and just doing things for the sake of doing them. There's no agenda in wiggling your toes, right? There's nothing that's like, oh my gosh, this is going to move me closer to this, or I have to hustle. Take some time away from that and wiggle your toes. Like I'm doing it right now under my desk, just sitting here with bare feet, wiggling my toes as I'm telling you about it. So National Wiggle Your Toes Day. American Family Day. This one, I looked it up, was it's recognizing obviously the connection between family, but as summer winds down, some people are already back in school and some are getting close, for those of you that are in school in whatever capacity. And so connecting and doing things with your family. And again, it doesn't have to be just today, not just on these days that they're recognized, but this is to remind us. So connect with your family. If you also don't live geographically close, maybe make a family Zoom or a family chat or group or something along those lines, and maybe schedule a time to get together virtually if that happens to be the thing that's available for you. And what else did it say about American Family Day? I'm trying to look this up or look at it as I talk to you guys. And I think this also points out that getting together with family and doing things with family doesn't only have to be on holidays or special occasions. Any day is a great day to connect with family. Like, what are some random things that you like or can do with family? For example, I'm going to watch the Dodgers game with my dad in about 15 minutes. And that's just one of those things that's fun for us to do. We tend to do it, I mean, pretty much anytime a game is on that we happen to be here. But today it's going to be me and him. Everyone else is, out and doing things. So we're going to hang out and watch the Dodgers game today. So there we go. Something as simple as a common interest or doing something for fun and for the sake, just for the sake of doing it, is what I keep coming back to and what I wrote down in my notes several times. So let me look at this, because if I'm looking at my notes, I think I only did 5. National Root Beer Float Day, National Sisters Day, National Friendship Day, National Wiggle Your Toes Day, American Family Day. Oh, I know which one it was. It's National. Oh, this is going to be a funny one. I have to look this one up again. Where is window? Where is my window? Oh, I lost it. It's like National Good Breath National Good Breath Day? Healthy Breath Smile. I'll look it up. Okay. See, I didn't look at that one. National Day. There we go. What else? National Fresh Breath Day. That's what it is. So it is recognizing, bringing up or reminding people of the importance of good oral health. But fresh breath, do you have like a favorite? Do you have a favorite mint? Do you have a favorite type of toothpaste? How can you incorporate some fun in these things, like dance, dance around a little bit when you're brushing your teeth, have some music playing, have your favorite mints around and share it with someone. So that's friendship and connection and all the things. So those are the days that are being honored today or recognized today. Most of them are each on the first Sunday of August, which means they will change. They won't always be on the 6th of August. One of those is always on the 6th of August, though. If you're looking for these types of things, I'm looking on nationaldaycalendar.com. That's where I found all of these days that I'm sharing with you. And first Sunday in August is most of them. Anyway, I won't take up too much time. I can put it in the comments later on if that is something you guys want to know, the days that they are actually fall on every year. But I do want to wrap up with saying, like, really tying how these things can boost your manifesting and how this can tie in to manifesting. The thing about manifesting is really, I think, one of the key components is our emotions, feeling good, having fun, tapping into happiness, because the better we feel and the more fun we have, that raises your vibration, which I'm sure is something that you have heard. And it's just like the energy that you're exuding, that you're putting out, that people connect to, right? Like where you've heard someone say, oh, like they have really good energy, I'm really drawn to that person, or something along those lines. That's what having fun, intentionally creating joy in your day, intentionally cultivating and creating these connections that you have with your family, with your siblings, with friends, all these things boost your happiness, right? And by doing so, you, by default, put this energy out there. And what you do is you start to attract opportunities and people and circumstances that are moving you or can move you closer to your dreams, your desires, whatever they happen to be. So maybe, a root beer float has nothing to do with what you're manifesting or what your intention is, but having a root beer float, and like I said earlier, maybe connecting to childhood memories, childhood energy, childhood fun, boosts you. It moves your vibration up and it moves you closer in vibration to the things that you want, as well as things that you may not even be aware of, but that match that vibration and they are attracted to you. People are attracted to you. Opportunities show up that you weren't necessarily even looking for. So raising your vibration, maintaining as high a one as we can, and getting back to it on a consistent basis is really what attracts things to us on a consistent basis. Because yes, we're human. We're going to have crappy days. We're going to be in bad moods. Bad things or challenging things are going to happen. So it's not that I want you to say, oh yes, I'm so excited and happy that these bad things or challenging things are happening. It's knowing that it's simply part of the process. It's like riding a wave and knowing that there will be the other side of the challenging process or the challenging time, and finding the tiny moments, the simple moments of joy and happiness in your day. They don't have to be extreme moments. Having a root beer float, talking to your sister, connecting with a friend, wiggling your toes in the sand, feeling the grass under your feet, connecting with the earth. There have been studies, which I don't have access to right now, that show how actually connecting with the earth raises something about energy, I believe, like where they measured the energy with someone standing on the ground with shoes on, and then versus someone who was standing on the ground without shoes, and measured their electronic or output, or I don't know the technical things, but it does have a positive effect. And so all these little days that I shared with you today are simply reminders, simply ways, and simply opportunities for you to incorporate and tap into some joy and raise your vibration and make that a habit. Make happiness a habit, which is one of the things that I'm doing, or hopefully doing, by doing the Happiness Happens month activity in stories. So if you haven't checked it out yet, I share uh, a reminder for Happiness Happens, a moment. I share my moments with you every day. I'm looking for one to share with you guys. I have not shared it on my stories today, but I'm about to. So I will tell you what my Happiness Happens moment for today is that I took a nap today. I allowed myself to take a nap. Yesterday was a long day. We had my nephew's 1 year old 1 year birthday party. So it was a lot of family being outside and all that. So it was a longer, day, especially being out in the sun. And so today I did some running around earlier, had a call earlier. And before getting to doing this and some stuff that I normally do on Sunday later afternoons, I took a nap. It was like a 30-minute nap. And it was great. I just gave myself the time to do that. And that's my Happiness Happens moment for today, was allowing myself to take a nap and enjoying taking a nap. So I would love to hear from you guys if you have any insights, any stories about any of these days, ways that you are celebrating, and maybe even what you have manifested by accident, simply by focusing on feeling good versus focusing on the outcome or the result or the goal. You're not going to forget what your goals are. You know what they are. And so focus on feeling good and having some fun, and not always hustling and grinding and, just going. Give yourself some time for fun on purpose and see what effects and what benefits that has for you guys. So I invite you to check out my stories, participate, tag me if you're sharing your Happiness Happens moment. Tag Blue Moon Manifestations, and I will share those on my stories as well. So I've shared some of the responses that people have shared with me so far. I also am sharing like reels that I have in my library, like other people's reels, like little funnies and things that make me laugh, or things that make me smile, or just cute little things, because that's also a way to tap into your happiness. Have a library of reels or accounts or stories or posts that raise your mood, that help you feel good. These are all coming from reels that I have saved or in accounts that I follow anyway. And so I'm sharing with those with you too throughout the month. And I think that's it this week, just because I happen to be live. I will be live right here again on Wednesday with the weekly Rockstar Manifestors podcast episode. And by right here, because I'm live on 3 places right now, I will be live on the Blue Moon Manifestations Facebook page on Wednesday afternoons with my weekly live recording of the Rockstar Manifestors podcast. After that, on Thursday, it becomes a podcast episode on YouTube and Spotify and all the platforms that you listen to podcasts on. So I invite you to check it out. Give a follow or subscribe so you know when all the episodes post, and let me know what you think about it, or even if you have some topics or ideas that you would like me to talk about or share about on the podcast. And coming up this month, I did share a post earlier, I think earlier in the week, last week, about the upcoming events for August. On August 14th, I will be having the Leo New Moon Live. That is live on YouTube and in the Moon Manifesting Rockstars Facebook group. That is Monday, August 14th at 1 p.m. Pacific. Those replays will be available as soon as the live is over, and they just stay available. The free class that I am having this month for August is an astrology class, with the focus being knowing what area of your life to work on by working with the zodiac, and which includes the moon and the sun and the zodiac calendar. So I will be doing the free class on Tuesday, August 15th. That's going to be in the Moon Manifesting Rockstars Facebook group, or you can register to join on Zoom if you don't do Facebook, and you will get the replay for, I think it's about 10 days time. Those are up temporarily so you can watch the replay of the free class, and then we'll have another free class the following month. This month we have a blue moon, which means there's 2 full moons in the month of in one single month. I'm going to talk more about that on the podcast, so I'm not going to get into that now. But I have a blue moon vision board workshop, which is going to be on Sunday, August 27th at 11 a.m. Pacific. That is a virtual workshop, so you can join and attend from anywhere. And if you're interested and love vision boards and want to learn how to work with a blue moon vision board, register anyway if you can't attend live, because everyone who registers will be sent out the replay, and you guys will have access to that as long as it's available online, as long as there's an online to access. And then wrapping things up on Monday, August 28th, that is going to be the Pisces full blue moon live in the Moon Manifesting Rockstars Facebook group and YouTube. So there's a lot of things happening in a lot of different places. Check out the upcoming events. It's pinned at the top of the Blue Moon Manifestations Facebook page. It is also being sent out on email. So if you're not on my email list, let me know if you'd like to be, and I'll hook you up with the link to get you on that. And that's all I have for you guys today. Just a random live on a Sunday. I hope you're having a great weekend and you have an amazing upcoming week. And that's it. If you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, I will talk to you guys soon. Take care.